The band is cooking. We're still rehearsing, still getting those down, getting
He's
them
not
all
rehearsing. It's
right.
not cooking. The show has been canceled, and that's what we're going to talk about. And you know what? Does Dr. G know why it's canceled? I'll tell you why. Dr. G, Ringo Starr, has canceled his show and postponed it because he's sick, and we need you to be here. And we're going to talk about all that coming up right now. But before we go there, that's Dr. G. I'm Stefan Adika. That's Ringo Starr. He canceled a couple of gigs. What's wrong with Ringo? It's all happening next. But before you do anything, subscribe and hit that button.
Yes.
And good morning.
Yes.
Bam.
It's coffee talk with the Tika. Nothing rhymes with that but chicken tikka. We name drop here with Stefan and all his friends.
Welcome. Hey, Dr. G, how are you today?
Good morning. Doing well.
You're doing good, huh?
I am.
Oh man, do you hear? It's October 3rd, and it's 6:03 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Grab your coffee and fix your wigs, and if you stop by the merchandise store, buy some stuff. And if you already bought something, buy it again
For your friends.
for your
Christmas is
friends.
coming up.
Christmas.
Christmas is coming along.
That's right. Keeps the channel alive. Anyway, Dr. G, you hear about Ringo Starr? He canceled some shows, and supposedly
Minutes ago, I did. Yeah.
just minutes ago. Well, he postponed shows due to an illness. That's right.
Uh,
Yeah, and I know you're a little worried about that. And for you Beatle fans out there, I know you guys are all concerned. And
mhm.
but they're not disclosing what's wrong with Ringo. We don't know. So
Ah.
maybe we could find out today. And but before we talk about Ringo and the show being postponed, let's say hello to the many that hang with us early in the morning. It's really nice to see everybody here.
Got
Good
Debbie
morning.
Muller.
Yeah, Debbie Muller, the best. She's the best. Hi, Debbie. How you doing?
Mhm.
And there's my buddy Seven over here. Seven, always good to see you, Seven. And
Yep.
see Cindy is in the chat over there, and
Mhm.
it's very
Jeff.
nice. And oh, cooking with the kid. Good to hear you. Uh, people
Yeah.
have still those near us have no power. He's saying, but
Yeah.
you have power. Well, I hope everything's okay in Florida. Cindy, nice to see you over there. Cindy Chase. So is it as bad as they say it is in Florida, or is the news making it really worse with Hurricane? Is it Hurricane Ian? Is that what
Yeah.
we
Hmm.
we just met? He took a trip and visited Florida. I mean, how bad is it? How bad? Well, how many people lost homes? What's the situation, Doctor G? Do you know?
Well, again, I just saw some of the videos, and I have family in the Naples area, and so obviously, especially Fort Myers and that Gulf Coast really was quite hit hard. I mean, obviously, it was nearly a Cat 5 when it hit.
Hmm.
So as I don't think you could make it much worse. I mean, there's obviously some people who
Wow.
just tried to ride it out because Floridians are kind of used to hurricanes, but this was a different beast. It was a little stronger and came up pretty hard. So prayers, love, kindness to all the
Yeah.
families there. So
Scary.
yeah.
Scary. The whole thing is scary, especially if you just bought a house. Go, I'm moving to Florida. I'm done
Hmm.
with all this other stuff. Florida is the place to be. And then
Hmm.
6 months you just moved in, all of a sudden, oh my God,
Yeah.
you know?
It, it's such a popular. If it was even a bit further north, it would have been more into that Tampa St. Pete area. Not that the area it hit was already sad enough. No matter where it hits, of course.
Yeah,
But
it's just awful.
and
It's
so
awful.
yeah.
The people, children, the animals, everything. It's bad all
We saw
around.
we saw
All
gators swimming around and sharks swimming around in the streets and things. So
Oh my
yeah, no,
God. I didn't even
yeah,
think about that.
yeah. So no, it was quite devastating there, and so but that's the whole thing, It's without it's this is why we have a country. This is the best part of socialism, so to speak, where everybody seems to be anti. This is our government is going to go down there and help those people, no matter what their political viewpoints are, and
Yeah.
that's why our democratic socialism is so important because we have to take care of each other under times like this, and thank heavens they're going to declare the emergencies and take care of each other no matter what their viewpoint. So
Yeah.
that's the thing, is that we take care of each other as a country. We need to take care of each other as a world, obviously. But
Mhm.
so yeah, no, hopefully can see the best of us come out during the middle of this. And so because yeah, you have to feel for all the people that are down there.
That's terrible, terrible. And Debbie, thank you for the super
Mm,
chat. Love Mondays, and we love you, Debbie. Mwah. Thank you very much for
you
that.
are awesome.
And yep, you're off. And Cooking with the
And
Kid, Worst
snakes.
Storm, and then Snakes, Worst Storm.
Yeah.
Many have seen in this area snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of rain causing flooding. Well, you know what? Be safe out there and
Hmm.
help each other out there if you can help
Yeah.
somebody.
Help,
Terrible,
help
terrible
whoever
thing.
you can in whatever ways you can.
Yeah, yeah. And anyway, Dr. G, we have
Mhm.
Ringo's been ill, Ringo Starr, but also coming up, if you guys are part of our Patreon,
Mhm.
today I am having Doug Cosmo Clifford of Creedence Clearwater Revival. It's a special VIP full Patreon episode. It'll be 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in Patreon. I'll be talking to Doug, or you could
Mhm.
call him Cosmo, or if you want to call him Mr. Clifford, or you can
Mhm.
call him Dougie. He's going to meet ADIKA. We're going to talk about Credence and his new music that he's doing. Did an album with Bobby Whitlock, who was the part of Derek and the Dominoes. He was an organ player, and he's going to talk about that. It was in the vault, these tapes, and we'll talk about Credence. Will they ever get back? Can they make nicey, nicey, nicey? Well, Doug's going to talk about that. That'll be in Patreon. And if you're not a part of Patreon, down the road, I will upload it. It'll be on YouTube on Artist on Record.
Mhm.
That's our beautiful music channel. So make sure you subscribe, you crazy little kids. Alrighty?
Got it.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a big Credence Clearwater fan. I don't know about you guys. You
Yeah,
know,
I love Creedence. I mean, it's funny is when you brought him up, it's like, it's one of those bands where I know Fogerty, of course, but outside of that, did I really know the names of the rest of the band? I really didn't. I'm just admitting that. But
yeah.
and so, but great band, obviously. Such a nice. Their sound is unforgettable. In terms of when their Creedence song comes on, it's Creedence, right?
Well, who'll stop? Look, a lot of rain. Well, who'll stop the rain? Maybe Credence, Clearwater
There we
Revival. You
go.
know,
You need them.
you need that, but they
Yeah.
they did a lot in a short time. There's
Hmm.
actually I guess it's a documentary out
Hmm.
there on Netflix
Hmm.
with Credence, and it's
Hmm.
showing how big they were. And Jeff Bridges is he's the narrator on the whole show, but they did a lot. Creedence Clearwater. They
Awesome.
didn't have many albums out, but they had a lot of hits, and they were pretty big in the short time they came out. So, yeah, Creedence. See, Cindy says Creedence is great. Look,
Right.
look, Debbie loves Creedence. That's right, Debbie. Thank you very much.
Hmm.
Patreon is absolutely the best. Yeah, you'll see it
Hey.
unedited, uncut. And my buddy Chuck Shute, he has a podcast, and it's a really great podcast. So he had Doug Clifford on. I'm like, oh my god,
Mhm.
Creedence is one of my favorite bands. So I didn't even know about that. So I was like all like wild and
Mhm.
crazy. And I'm also going to bring on the show coming up here. He's put a new record out himself. It's if you like the Ramones, Richie Ramone, who was
Mhm.
one of the drummers of the Ramones for a short period. But when I played with Dee Dee Ramone, it was Dee Dee's favorite drummer, and he wrote a song like somebody put something in my drink, and a lot of
Mhm.
great songwriter. But he has some new music out, and he'll be coming to Patreon as well. So
Way to
I'm doing
go.
yeah, I'm have a lot of stuff coming on there.
Mhm.
But in the
Mhm.
meantime, um, check out ours on record, subscribe, enjoy it, and you know, like it and love it. But anyway, let's talk about little Ringo over here. What's going on with this guy? Let's
Little
listen to him.
Ringo.
Little Ringo. Look at the guy over here. Well, Ringo
Mhm.
Starr, the poor guy, he postponed at least two tour dates. And he's not telling anybody what's wrong with him. The former Beatle was scheduled to perform in Michigan on Saturday night, but
Mhm.
the venue posted the notice the show had been canceled just hours before he was about to go on. So Ringo
Mhm.
was backstage. He was about to go hit the stage, and
Mhm.
he's out right now with his all-star band with Steve Lukather, Edgar Winter, another
Ah,
one that back and forth. Me and him were talking to get on the show, but he's been on
awesome.
tour.
Yeah.
Colin Hay from you remember him? He's from was it Men at Work? And
Oh,
yeah, Greg
yeah.
this and that. So they're all everybody's very upset about the tour being the two
Uh,
dates being canceled. Very disappointing to announce
yeah.
that they will not be able to play their show at Four Winds Casino in New Buffalo, Michigan. The
Mhm.
casino wrote in a statement on Facebook. That's right.
Mhm.
Ringo is sick and was hoping he could carry on.
Mhm.
But the last moment, his voice was affected, so there was no show last night.
There you go.
And then Ringo does not have COVID. They did say that. And
Okay.
Ringo and the band, they send peace and love to all the fans who came out tonight and hope to see you all soon.
Mhm.
In a nice way, they're saying, We'll give you a refund. Now let me go get better already. Stop busting my chops. I'm Ringo Starr. I'm in my 80s. What do you want from me?
I could ask you how old he is. I'm guessing he has to be in about his 80s. Yeah. Yeah.
Ringo's up there,
Yeah.
he was trying, he doesn't have COVID. That's what they wrote on Twitter. But stop busting my chops. And look at Edgar Winter. He had COVID not too long ago. I mean, what are these guys doing out there? Like, I'd be on the plane yelling at somebody, who got me sick? Who got me sick? We got peace and love up your ass. Who got me sick? Well, Ringo, we love you. I hope you feel better.
See, look at what a friend,
This is my friend.
The rehearsals are always hard the first day.
It's day one, man.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about my hair. Your hair looks good.
You're worried more about his hair.
I want to see Ringo sneeze on somebody right now. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see Ringo sneeze on somebody. Well, anyway, Ringo Starr, we love you. We hope you feel better. But right now, those shows will be rescheduled. So if you want to check out for those dates, go to Ringo's page and look it up. There's no need. He needs my help to promote. I mean, does Ringo promote me? No, he don't promote me. I don't think so. No, he doesn't give a damn about me. All right.
Thinking about all the time.
All right. You think about me all the time,
all
Ringo?
Instruments.
Look at this guy.
And all personalities.
1, 2, 3.
Kind of cool, but it's kind of cool. That's Ringo Starr, everybody. Yeah.
It's good to see them out. It's again that time of year where almost all of us used to, colds and flus going around. My guess is he has one. I have no idea what's going on with Ringo, but my guess is that if it's affected his voice, it's something, one of the respiratory viruses we're all going to be exposed to. So it's just telling people get out there. We went to it was funny. Went to a musical not yesterday, the day before. In terms of called Pretty Women. So it's good to see people getting out, enjoying shows, and all those other things. So that's a nice part of being here in Nashville. Is you can get out, but get out, everybody, and we're gonna get some colds and flus. It's part of life,
Well, I'll tell you a situation. I went to New York and I went to some shows. I was there this weekend with my went to go visit a couple of things. I actually went back to New York and went to go visit my mom, and then my buddy Mr. Clay, he had a surprise birthday party, and that was a lot of fun. And I should have uploaded the video here and shared it with everybody. I surprised him. He didn't know I was there. But we went to see 2 shows, and we went to see The Lion King. We took Brooklyn. Great. And then I had to think, Phantom of the Opera. Phantom of the Operas. And then I just got into a fight with somebody at the show at intermission, and my wife got mad at me, and I tried to be nice, and I go, can we control Brooklyn? We gotta, the people in the front, Brooklyn's like, seeing, what's the, a little chit chat, little child, and look at my friend Seven goes, how's your mom doing? My mom passed away, but thank you for asking. So look at that. But
bad timing.
She's in West Babylon now. It's raining. I don't know what's going on over there. So anyway, so now we went there really quick, and so I'm sitting at the show. And look at this poor guy. Thanks for telling me. Look at this. Look, he's upset. He's like, look, you're a banana. So look, he forgot. You're not even gonna remember. The guy is so old, he doesn't remember what his name is. Look, the guy, he's forgot. So look, you'll forget that I was even in New York. Don't even worry about it. So check it out. So here I am at the show. Intermission happens, and Brooklyn's being Brooklyn. And she's 7, and I'm like, all through the whole show, I'm telling her like, you can't talk. So this lady turns around. Your kid, and blah, blah. I go, I'm really sorry. And, I understand the situation. I'm doing the best I can. Then her friend, this wildebeest person with these piercings all over the face, this monster, because she had to cover up the ugliness inside. She's making like a jewelry store on her face. And I have nothing wrong with piercings because I had to use on my nose pierced. I got earrings, and I look like a character. But because she was so ugly inside, she had to turn around and snap me out when I was trying to be nice. And don't make me rant, Debbie Moeller. Don't make me rant. Dr. G, don't start.
I won't.
You don't want to hear any more story, do you? No. You don't want to hear any more of the story.
You got to tell me more. What happened to the wildebeest?
The wildebeest. Don't. I'll tell you what happened to the. I'll tell you what happened to the wildebeest. All right. Well, everybody, move a little closer to the screen. I'm going to tell you
Here it
all what
comes.
happened. All right. So I'm over there minding my business. I'm a nice guy. I don't. That's all I am is nice.
Ever.
I try to be nice.
Mhm.
Okay. So she turns around and I'm explaining to myself and I'm explaining to her and I go, stop and be nice. Don't start. So Brooklyn gets up. Amber is there with the bum leg. My wife is going. And first of all, I'm a nice guy. My wife wants to go. I want to go to New York. I want to do this. I want to do that. She has a boot on her foot. She has an operation. She can't do much. My wife's a crippled right now. The only thing good about my wife that we have handicap parking, so she has the sign, temporary sign, to I could get good spots.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started with that.
The only good thing.
That's the only thing good. That's all. All she does is complain. She wants to travel the world, but she can't go nowhere. She complains.
Yeah.
And we're in the seats. It's very stuck. So I could see her. I could see my wife got an angry face. She can't get comfortable with her boot and this and that. So now here I am. And the woman turns around to me after I explained, and the other woman explained the situation. And I'm very sorry.
Mhm.
She goes, yeah, could you make sure your kid's quiet and gets loud to me? What do? I was rude. It wasn't nice what I did because I'm a nice guy. And all I want to do is be nice. But I go, why don't you shut up? I go, why don't you turn around? Turn around. And she, with that face, with this jewelry store face,
everywhere.
she had more things going on that face than a roadmap. And I'll tell you something. Face of disgustingness. And I just looked her in the eyes and I had wildebeest. And I just said, turn around.
Yeah.
When they looked at me, because I must look like a real raging lunatic, they turned around and they just went on their merry way. And I went on my merry way. My wife then goes to me, you don't talk to people like that. I go, I didn't do anything. He started with me. I'm minding my business. The rest of the show, I could feel the anger from the angry face wife, mad face wife. And I just have to control myself.
Sometimes you just got to put people in the spot, and then the rest of the show goes well for you. So
then it doesn't get old. It doesn't. There's more to Adika's. Even when I come back, I come back. Look at this. They look at the audience. Look at this. Look. Laura G loves it. Debbie Mola. She wants to hear more. You go, Stephen.
That's right.
Debbie Mola's a troublemaker. You can't trust her because she just stirs me up. And I love it. Look at this.
Oh, no.
Look at this. 7-Eleven. Look at this. Look at this. Everybody, you guys, they all get me crazy over here. Tell me how nice. I'm so nice that I saved you the time of calling you that I was in New York because I'd give you a hard time, and I saved you from being around me. The terror. The terror.
That is known as Stefan.
Yeah. I get back to where I live. We have to go get some food, and I have to take care of my mom's cat and clean cat litter, which that's a whole nother nuisance. And I do it because I made an obligation. I go to the deli counter, and I got some. I like Boar's Head maple turkey. I get shaved. You get any tips out there? Because I'm so nice. I'm gonna give you guys some tips. You get your deli meat, you shave it. You don't want it thin. You tell the deli counter guy, and try it, taste it. It's very good. Shaved turkey. Or whatever you get, the flavor and cheese, room temperature, tips from ADIKA. Why? I'm nice. That's all. Okay. So
I'm sure you're going to go shaved wildebeest, but no, it was you stuck to turkey. Okay.
So now here I am at the counter, and there's one guy helping me out. I'll get shaved a pound, and the guy's so lazy because it hurts his arm. This lazy bastard. He doesn't give me a full pound. He short me. But I don't complain. You know why, Dr. G?
You're a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy. I don't want to get signed. And my wife is with Brooklyn. They're on the other side of the market. I'm by myself in the market, and and let's see what else we got. So anyway, I'm over here, minding my business, right? Just minding it. And now I tell the guy over there, let me get. He switches sides. His arm is tired from shaving. So he goes and gets this young kid, gotta be in his 20s, So I go, let me get the Alpine lace. Alpine lace cheese is very good. You know about the Alpine? It's
You
good for the
know.
heart. It's very nice stuff. Yeah,
Okay, good.
it's very good. Oh, thank you, 77 Danny.
It's on
Mwah.
super stickers.
Thank you for the super sticker. So I'm ordering the cheese, and I'm gonna for that I'm gonna give you points of how to act at the deli counter. Okay. So I go to the kid. Let me get the Alpine lace, the boar's head. It's like 50% like the fat. It's good. It's like a baby Swiss cheese. It tastes like it's very good. Nice.
Okay.
Try cooking with the kid. It's good stuff. Yeah. See, Laura G knows. She knows. The
Cooking with a
guy-
kid, he goes shaved maple honey ham. I mean,
yeah.
you got a whole movement going of shaved meat.
Shaved.
Meat.
Shave your meat.
Shave your meat.
That's what we learned this morning. Shave your meat. So
Shave
shave
your
the
meat,
meat.
yeah.
Shave the meat.
Right.
And the people, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Deli tips from ADIKA.
Yes. Don't shake your meat. Shave your meat.
Yeah. Okay. So now the kid pulls out. He can't find it. He's shown me is it this? He's giving me everything but what I want. And it's there's two big ones in the front. He's giving me this. I go, no, it's that over there. And I'm being patient because I know it's tough being a kid behind the deli because you don't want to help people.
Right.
So here I go. That's Cindy. That's what I do. Deli tips with ADIKA. That's right. So now he brings out a piece that's like this much left. It's that much. You know, it's the end. It's the butt of the cheese.
Yes.
Now I want to know before we get started, how many people in the audience really wants a butt? It's about a pound. And I ask him, I go, how much is that? He goes, it's a pound. I go, I want a pound. So I'm thinking, but I don't want the end of it. It's old. Would you want that, Dr. G?
I would not. You would show them the stuff in front. Say, listen, this is what I want right here.
I'm glad you said that, Dr. G. Now, I want to know, Debbie, 77 Danny, I want to know about you guys out there, Laura G, all you guys, Cindy. Would you guys want the butt of the cheese? Tell me, would you guys? Would you, or would you say something? Because Mr. Nice Guy said something. I go, hey, can you do me a favor? Because I'm nice. Can you do me a favor? Just can I get that piece, the fresh one? Is it a problem? The kid turns around to me and he's like, no, I can't open it. I go, what do you mean? I go, how much is that? He goes, it's about a pound. I go, well, I'll probably do a little more than a pound. So you're going to have to open up the next one. So let me get that one. Now, here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
it
man.
all starts over. It gets me crazy. Look,
Does he have piercings?
no piercings.
Is he related to the lady
He's
in New
clean
York?
cut like you. He
Okay.
looks nice haircut like you. Look, I prefer not to have it. Look, cooking with the kid. No, I wouldn't. The deli, what do you say? The deli I go to wouldn't offer it. They'd open up a new one because they know you're cooking with the kid. They know you're a professional.
And he shaves his meat. I mean, he's a meat shaver. We take care of the meat shavers in the world.
Yeah, that's right. Now, see, she's starting trouble again. This one can't control her in the morning. She's out of Debbie Mo. Here we go again. That's right, Debbie.
Just know, she's ready. What's happening here?
She's ready. So here I go. I go, do me a favor. I look around. Nobody's looking. Just let me have that one. I can't do it. It's the rules. I go, the rules. I go, I don't want the butt of the end. I want the fresh one.
Right.
And then the guy is like giving me an attitude. He's giving me such an attitude over there, you know. So now I'm like very, concerned with this guy. And I put concern. I go, you could do this. He's like, no, I can't do this. I'm like, okay. I go, you know what? I don't want it. He unwrapped it too. He's like doing the whole thing. I go, where's the sliced cheese? He points. Doesn't even want to help me. So now I'm really pissed. Really pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
And now I go to him. Do me a favor. I can't find it. Let's just do that. And he goes to me. I can't. I go. You're spending more time telling me you can't. We could have been done. Right. So the more you can't, it could have been done. Now I'm getting pissed. Now I want to take this kid and I want to really I'm turning Brooklyn. Now I'm like flipped out in my head because he's basically saying F you to me and I'm getting crazy. So now I'm like, really? You can't. I go, do me a favor, get your manager. And because I'm nice, Dr. G, I'm protecting him to get the manager before this lunatic reaches over there and takes wrap your face up. All right.
You don't want to shave him. No, not without.
I was going to give him a shave. So
exactly.
So annoyed and frustrated. The manager goes, what's the problem here? I go,
Mhm.
because I'm nice. I go, oh, he's too tired to do anything. I go, he's too tired. He doesn't want to open up the new cheese. I go, he wants to give me the butt. And the man, what's wrong with you? She goes, give the gentleman what he wants. And the lady said, gentleman.
Oh,
She knew. I'm
she knew
nice.
that you were a gentleman.
I'm a gentleman. That's right. That's right. So
Obviously, I'd not heard the wildebeest story.
in 2 minutes, I'm telling Amber how much I love this grocery store. And
Mhm.
Amber hears what's going on. She's hiding down the other aisle. She's
Right.
just hiding from me. She's hiding.
She kind of knows what's coming.
Oh, she knows how.
I get this. She's asking exactly.
Yeah. She's hiding from me.
Mhm.
Hiding from me. And so now I got my cheese. I don't even say thank you.
Mhm.
I go, God bless. And I walk
bless.
away. God
Right.
bless. I walk away with my cheese. So then I'm fine. I got my package of cheese, about that thick. Then I got my deli meat. I'm walking with looking for my family. My wife hides from me in the supermarket.
Understandable.
She's hiding. She goes, you just can't be nice, Danny. I go, what are you? I'm the king of nice. All I do is nice. And she's just hiding from me. She just can't act nice. You just always got to start. I'm like, I love it here. So there it is. That's my adventures with ADIKA, my poor wife, my poor family. And then, you know what? This poor guy over here, what's up with this guy? I hope he gets better. What's he saying?
Nursing, still getting those down, getting a small bit right.
All right, they're getting it right, Ringo. See, Ringo's getting it right. But anyway, that's my problem. Look, cooking with the kid.
He probably ate with unshaven meat. And that's the problem. That's what made him sick. He ate shaved meat.
Laura G knows the king of nice. I'm the king of nice. So anyway, that's
should be your subtitle. Coffee talk. The king of nice.
Plus, Mr. She's being a trooper. Cindy, let me tell you something. If I was your husband, I wouldn't let nobody give you any butt end of the cheese. I'd get you the fresh one. That's
right.
what.
Love.
Amber's
love. I say love.
That's right. That's what Amber is very lucky to have ADIKA. So
Yes.
very lucky. I care.
She chose you.
That she chose me. So that was I wrong?
Oh no, I would have done the same thing.
And I was gonna even tell the kid I used to work in a deli and all this, but he didn't deserve the conversation. But anyway, I got what I got, and that was it. And then he got what he got. He probably got yelled at. You're not taking a break today. Who knows what they did over there? But at first, I thought he was going to be cool, but that's my stories. And Phantom of the Opera, they're closing that down on Broadway in New York. It's supposed to be
probably because of you. I think there was running fine, and there was this ruckus in the crowd, and they decided to shut the whole thing down.
I got to tell you something. It was actually it was a boring show between me and you.
I saw Phantom, and I was like, oh man, I can't wait for halftime. It was in San Francisco. Go out and get some drinks, and didn't come back for the rest of it. Yeah.
Did you really? Did you not?
God, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
It was a boring show. I couldn't believe. I go to my wife. I can't believe it's played this long on Broadway. It was so boring.
Mhm.
Boring. It was. The music. It wasn't even good. It wasn't even good melody. My wife goes, "It's an opera." I go, "Wait, opera." We're driving in the car yesterday. My wife, in the radio, the song "Feelings" comes on by Morris Albert. Feelings, whoa, 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 feelings.
Yeah.
She's so young. I never heard that song. You never heard Feelings? She doesn't know. She doesn't know. I go, you never heard Feelings? I go, it's a famous song. It's a beautiful song. No. What does she know? The queen of opera over there. It's an opera.
Right.
Yeah. She's not playing no opera around the house. All she does is listen to Nothing for a Good Time by Poison. That's what she knows. My wife. It's an opera.
Ain't a hair band. I ain't interested.
Yeah. It's an opera. The only thing she knows is what's that show? The Rock, the 80s show. Whatever, the Rock of something. The Rock of I don't know, it was an 80s
Gibraltar,
show.
I don't know.
It was an 80s show, something. My wife, I sat there. So I had to sit there. How long was a Broadway show? Like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Mad face, loud kid, bad music. That's my review of this Phantom of the Opera. It sucked. There it is. Bottom it sucked. Want my money back.
It's made its run,
Laura G knows Feelings. Yeah, it made you cry. It was a great song, great song. So don't go see Phantom of the Opera. But Lion King, highly recommend it. Akuma Matata. It's a good song. Means no worries. Great.
I'm looking forward to one day being able to take Leo to stuff like that. He's still forward. He's still got the 4 energy. It would be too much for him.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. Because you'll probably get into an argument with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Refund face ADIKA. Yeah, I wish I could have got a refund. I wish I could. Oh, and then my kid wants everything from the store.
Mhm.
She wants a teddy bear that's fit $40. I'm like, what? You know.
Yeah.
But I did get a Phantom of the Opera sweatshirt because the
Mhm.
sweatshirt looked cool,
Mhm.
but the show sucked. So if you see me wearing the sweatshirt, it's good. I like the sweatshirt, but it's
Mhm.
like a hoodie like this. But no, it wasn't good. It's not
We
worth
got
it.
a Pretty Woman hoodie for Miranda.
That's right. You guys went to see Tell me about
Mhm.
that show.
Pretty
How
Woman
was
the
that?
musical. It's so far beyond what I usually watch as far as that goes. We had gone to see like Hamilton, which has its ups and downs as far as that goes. Great as far as that goes, and Kill a Mockingbird and all these socially conscious ones. And that it's good to watch something that was just turned to a musical and really made fun. So we had a great time. Little sing-alongs at the end and whatever else, and so it was really kind of fun. Of course, they had to play Pretty Woman at the end, and so break it out, and everybody breaks into Pretty Woman, and so it was a little cooler day here in Nashville, so we had to go get a sweatshirt, and it's like I ended up paying for it, and like Brenda goes, "How much did that cost?" I don't know. I thought you knew. It's like
Eh,
we'll have to look that up.
Oh boy, oh boy. So did you? There was a picture I saw Miranda posted. Did you guys get to meet any of the show people? No, it was just
No, no, no. We
no.
aren't that fancy. No, we
Okay,
actually just paid our money and saw the show. Clapped,
okay.
did our thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's fun
Right.
to get out. It's actually fun to go see the
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah,
I think so.
We went with her mom. We went to this fun little place called the Frothy Monkey, which sounds weirder than it is, but it's a place in town. And so I had a little lunch and went to the show. It was a good time. Her dad gets to watch Leo for some time, so that was a good thing. So it's good to go out and do some adulting every now and then.
Yeah, yeah, that's wonderful. I will
Mhm.
say this: there's a great place like in Soho called the Pasta Bar. So if you guys are in New York City,
Mhm.
incredible, and they give it's fresh pasta. The guy's from Italy, and I found it just walking around randomly. Oh, there was another incident I had. I forgot to talk about. I forgot.
The
I don't know if we
pasta
have time,
guy.
but the pasta guy in Soho
No
was
pasta for you.
it was great. It was wonderful. And it top five to number two. Number one, I give it a number one. It was that great. But then I had another situation where I was nice. Oh, this is a great story. If I could tell you in a short time and not rant and rave about it. I don't know if you want to hear it. It's almost that time to get
Oh,
out. It is that time to get out of here. But really quick, let me tell you this story. We're
let's hear
in
the
Little
story.
Italy.
Mhm.
Here's another situation.
Where you were
And
nice.
where I was this is the king of nice, this story. If you
Oh, I
really
bet.
want to hear
I
king of
can feel
nice,
nice coming on. It's just
wait till you hear this story. We're walking. Little Italy is not the same anymore. They try to pawn you to come in there, and you got guys like trying to drag you. Happy hour, this, blah, 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 blah,
mm,
blah, blah. Happy hour. I'm going to say it right now. You
yeah.
watch it. And so we're walking up and down the block, my wife and I, in Brooklyn. So there's a place called, um, what's it called? Sophia. And you could Yelp it in New York. It was the worst. The worst of the worst. I even took pictures of how
How
bad it looked.
bad it was. Yeah.
It was bad. It was
Mhm.
bad. Well, the guy looks like something from Goodfellas. He has a big stomach, He has the hair, it's to the sweep, a mustache. And, he's almost like Tony Clifton, like Andy Kaufman's buddy from Tony Clifton.
Whoa.
He's something like that. That was like this
Way old
ultimate,
reference. Got it. Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tony Clifton. It was this
From way
that was
back. Yeah.
that was the fake
Yeah.
guy that he would be with the mustache and he'd
Right.
curse everybody out
Yeah.
from stage. He looked like that type of. And anyway, I go, all right, Amber, let's try this place. They sit. I got a seat right here for you. Before I'm sitting, he's sitting me down, the guy. So I'm like, okay. The waiter comes by, and I thought it was the bus boy. He has like a haircut, looks like one of the Three Stooges, but barely spoke English. And nothing wrong with that. I go, okay, I'm gonna have the salmon and the spinach. I go, the salmon medium, medium, medium. I don't want to overcook. Make sure I
Right.
don't overcook your salmon. Another tip
Mm,
from Mr. Nice: don't overcook the salmon. It defeats
yeah.
its purpose. It's no good.
Yeah.
The guy's looking at me like a deer in headlights, and I'm looking back at him. I go, yeah, can I have some? Then he looks at me, and I look at him. I look at my wife. I go, this is gonna go south real quick, honey. So now here I am, and I tell the guy, Tony Clifton, I go, hey, do me a come over here. I go, come, do me a favor. I'm nice. I go, can you help him out? I don't think he got what I wanted. He's not writing it down. He's memorizing everything. I don't think he understood. Oh, you know, I go, yeah. I go, my kid wants butter, pasta with just Parmesan, nothing on it. Me, I want my salmon not overcooked. And my wife, just give her what she wants because I'm nice. give give her what she wants.
Today's theme. Yes.
So now here I am. They go back. "Oh, I got it. And I'm watching. I'm sitting. I got a good seat. I can see the whole restaurant. I'm outside.
Right.
So I see one other guy. He's walking this way. Nothing wrong with seeing him, but he looked dirty. He's rubbing his face like this. I'm like, oh boy. That's what you want to see in a restaurant. The chef doing this.
Doing that. Yeah.
And then I'm like flipping out. And then the guy, he's trying to talk to me because there's music playing on the radio out there. Oh, David Bowie. I love David Bowie. So I'm about to tell him about my show, but then I'm like, man, I should keep my mouth shut. Maybe this is not the element I wanted to bring to watch my show. So now here I am watching, and then I see the waiter / busboy / that knows nothing walking, picking up the dishes from the next table, leaving. There's only 3 people in the restaurant. Me, I'm the third.
Yes.
Walking, and he has like in his hand a little thing holding. And he went, he had to walk with a vape. He's vaping. But while he's walking, that's right. You don't vape. So while you walk, while you're waitering, nobody vapes. Wait on your break.
Okay.
I was disgusted by that.
I believe you.
And then I got my daughter looking at the fork like this.
Yeah.
So now here I am. I'm like, I'm texting my wife. I go, I want to leave. And like, well, we put in our order. We got our Pellegrino they bring. I go, I want to leave right now. Just to get out of here.
Yeah.
And now we got this couple, this 2 ladies. And they're like maybe 160, maybe one's in her late 40s. Yeah. And she's dressed really nice. And oh boy, she's somebody like you probably be one of your patients. I could tell you this much, Dr. G. She's like,
what does that mean?
It means this. I want gluten-free. Do you have gluten-free pasta? Because I can't. And she's like, she's one of those. No meat. I just want gluten-free. And my friend, you can't be margarine. We want butter. And it's one of those.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, oh boy. I'm thinking in my head, this is gonna go really south. So they sit them down at the table because he like forced it, after 20 minutes, trying to get them to order. So the lady is looking at her phone, and I know what she's doing. They have their menus, but she's yelping to see what else is there because she doesn't trust the place. I could see. So now
you guys are simpatico.
There's some commotion going on my left side, and I'm minding my business. And the guy with the runny nose, the chef, the owner, whatever he is, he's like turned into the soup Nazi. You've been sitting there for 20 minutes. You don't make an order. And now you're going to leave. Get out of here. And don't come. And he's yelling at them like intense, right? There's only a couple next to me. It's Amber, me, and my daughter. Nobody else in the inside. Just 3 seats on the outside. That's it. I'm like, oh boy. And I'm looking. And I'm like, this is bad. This is bad. This is getting bad. And now the big guy, the Tony Clifton, goes, relax. I'll take to the other guy. He's relaxing that guy. And then it's like, no, you get out. And they're yelling and cursing. And the ladies are, how dare you offend us gluten-free people over here? Right? That's it. Now, and especially I ordered salmon. You think I want to eat? Who knows where their salmon came from? Cooking with the kid would not, look at this.
Like, what do you went through?
This is it. And what's the kid? What's he saying to the kid? I walked to the kitchen just in time to see a guy eating out of my plate. We got up and left. Oh, look at this. See, that's crazy. So now what do? I go, Amber, that's it. I got $10. Leave it for the Pellegrino. I go, hey man, we're not going to eat here. I go, you don't talk to the lady like that. I go, it was unacceptable. Especially I got my daughter here, The guy goes, oh, where you going with your food? I go, yeah, I don't, here's $10 for the Pellegrino. Good luck. I go, God bless. And I'm getting my stuff and walking out. And then Tony Clifton goes to the lady while she's leaving. I spent 20 minutes trying to get you in here. And everybody's yelling. They're yelling. The lady's like, I'm shocked, And I go, let's just sneak away. And we walk down Mulberry Street. And the ladies are walking. That's so nice that you did that. And blah, blah, blah. She knew I was Mr. Nice.
She knew you were nice. Yeah.
She knew.
Not just looking for an angle to get out of there, but
She knew. Now, what happens? We at the old Umberto's, it was on a corner. That was a famous clam house. Back in the day, crazy Joe Gallo got killed outside. If you mobster people know about that, right at the corner. It's a new trendy place now.
Mm.
It's great. There's big giant rats running outside while you're eating. I swear to God, like huge, like as big as my Penelope dog. So the lady, I'm looking at the menu. We're just hungry. I have the kid, the ladies. Oh, we're hungry too. We're hungry too. I go, sit with us. And I'm thinking to myself, just sit with us. Well, I ordered the food. You know, the right away the lady says separate checks. Okay, but then I order like a shared cheese thing, a big sparkling water, which is $12. They bring to the table, they're drinking, you know, they're and I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'll just pay for the whole thing. It'll be cool. And Brooklyn sees the rats running in the street while we're eating, so she wants to go play with them and save them. My kid loves animals, so I get up and I give Amber my wallet. Here's the card, just I get up and Brooklyn's like, look at that, look how big they are. And the rats are running. And Amber's like, this is all really happening right now. Chaos in ADIKA's world.
Yes.
So when we leave, I don't see anything. And I'm like, these women are world travelers. They've done this, they've done that. It went from, this lady, she had a bad relationship. Then she got into, doing this and it's like, I go, oh, that's a great story. I go, look how you took a bad relationship and you did this. And she looks at me like this, like I said something wrong. I'm like, so I decided to go play with the rats with Brooklyn. Let me get out of this conversation.
Smart. Yeah.
So now Amber, we're walking down the block. And then afterwards, when we paid, the bill comes and Amber goes to me, they walk away from us. We say goodbye. She goes, those people, the bill came to like almost $200. They didn't offer to pay for the stuff that we had. I go, what do you mean? She goes, yeah. She goes, even my salad that I ate, I didn't finish the rest. The woman goes, oh, I'll have the rest of that, and scooped that much in her dish and ate it. I go, what? I go, she didn't even offer to pay. They like paid for their dish, which they shared with each other, $40. They ate our food. I go, they didn't offer anything, huh? And I didn't care about that. I go, this is pay, but they had alligator arms. They're nothing. I go, how rude. I go, there's these people that, they didn't pay. They're probably watching because I gave them a card. And you know what? I hope they are watching because I'm going to give you a tip because I'm nice. Next time you go out with people, you might have had a free dinner or even offer, but don't stick your hands in taking stuff and you don't even offer. It's about being nice.
I agree.
So I go, maybe they're scam artists. Maybe this is what they do. They find people like nice people like us. We covered the whole
saw
bill.
that you were a nice guy and they just had you picked out from the crowd. They just knew. You're right.
Know what? That's a good. Did they? I don't know. I hope they did. And I thought these people were nice. I told Amber, that's it. I'm done. I'm not being nice to nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm done with being friendly to people. Let's mind our business from here on out.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy, as Alice Cooper says. But it's like we ended up paying for this big meal, and I don't mind, but it's the principle. Right. But the adventures of Steph.
It's like Rainforest Cafe, except for you had rats,
I was playing with I swear to God, the rats. And it was like no big thing. New York rats, huge.
New York rats, huge. Yeah.
It doesn't pay to be nice. But you know what? If probably I would have known, I probably would have lived in another situation with Steph. And so it's a good thing I didn't know until aftermath of it all. But there's my situations with Stefan trying to be a hero at the Italian restaurant and protecting all the ladies. Doesn't pay.
It doesn't pay to say.
No, what they'll do is they'll pay for their own water and eat your food. That's the moral of the story. So Dr. G, that's my situation. You're going to be 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Instagram. What are we talking about today?
Am I doing 8 a.m.? We're doing memory. So, we're there's a new drug approval in the Alzheimer's world, and I'm going to briefly address that, and then talk about just one nutrient that is especially useful in the world of memory, even used post-stroke recovery, post long COVIDs and things like that. So, talk about what the research is between this nutrient called citicoline, everybody, and let people know there are things that are out there that can support your body in healing instead of these the drugs that are currently being proposed, which are antibodies against a certain protein in the brain, an amyloid protein, that have dubious, if any, benefits. So let people know that there's things out there to support your body to get better, that really have better research than the drugs that are going to be pushed that have really dubious benefits.
Yeah. No, that's good to know. And any advice for Ringo Starr while he's out there?
Cute viral protocol. Woo!
That's it, right?
That's the this time of year. Take your again basic foundations of health, basic nutritional protocol. Do the acute viral protocol if you even hint of getting an illness, and you'll do most everything you can to deal with all the respiratory viruses that will be out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Ringo's supposed to play Tuesday in Winnipeg, Canada. So that's tomorrow. We'll see if that's going to happen. But check over there for
Hope you're better.
updates. Yeah, updates. I'll put updates in the links down below. But Ringo, we hope you feel better, buddy. There he is.
Hey, peace and love, everybody.
Peace and love to you, buddy. Alrighty. See,
Peace and
peace
love.
and love.
I like
Ringo. We love Ringo. And that's the adventures of ADIKA. I am ADIKA. That's Dr. G. Make sure you take your vitamins and make sure you take care of yourself, and make sure you subscribe and hit the like button and give me a thumbs up. And if you like my, because I'm nice, just give me one of these.
Nice guy.
One of those.
He
That's
is a
all I
nice
ask.
guy. He's the nicest boy. He's a nice boy.
That's right. That's right. Get better. See that? Get better, Ringo.
Excited.
He's excited.
Ah.
See, he's excited. All right. But Ringo's going to be playing. Hopefully he gets better. Today, Patreon. I will see you all at 11 a.m. I will put the link because it's a Zoom link. So I'll put it there about 10 minutes before the show. And then you'll see me unedited, raw, before I do all the beautiful bells and whistles, which YouTube, you'll see 10 minutes of that. But watch me talk with Doug. Very nice guy. See, my friend Chuck Shute, he's great with his show. He did an interview with him, and my friend, he doesn't edit. He just goes straight. He sneezes. I would have edited out the sneeze. I saved the sneeze for Patreons. They get to see that stuff.
Man, that's from the heart.
That's from the heart. But Chuck,
I feel it.
Doug, anyway, Creedence Clearwater fans, I'll see you in Patreon. I hope to see you there. If not, then see you later. You can watch the replays. They're always in Patreon. But until then, everybody, I'm ADIKA. That's Dr. G. God bless you all. And we love you. And Dr. G, any last messages for our fans out there?
Just like Ringo, peace and love to everyone.
Peace and love. Until then, everybody, get out of here, you crazy kids. We love you. Mwah. Bam.
It's coffee talk with ADIKA. Nothing rhymes with that but chicken tikka. We name drop here. We're stepping and all his friends.
That's right, Dr. G. That's right, you guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. And remember, who loves you, baby? We do. Now click on one of the boxes on top. Watch another past episode. And remember that we love you. Right, Dr. G?
Love y'all.
That's it. Love you all.